Hey guys, what's going on? Epic Brus here. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be talking about Hytale and whether or not Hytale as a game should be free. Now these are just my thoughts, but I'd like to hear from you guys. So comment down below, do you think Hytale should be free or should it cost money? But without further ado, let's get into my opinion on this. Now, it is interesting because Hytale did not announce with a plan for how they're going to distribute the game, right? It says in the FAQ on the website that they're not sure their position on whether or not they want to make the game free or it costs money. And the thing about this is that they're going to have to make money somehow. So if it ends up being a free game, there's probably going to be lots of microtransactions which exist in the game. So people should keep in mind that free does not necessarily mean you don't have to buy anything. But I highly doubt they're going to make it pay to win. There's a difference between microtransactions and pay to win. Pay to win, I'm pretty sure everyone's against. Like most people who play video games are against games being pay to win. But microtransactions are a little different. I mean, pay to win is included in microtransactions, but they're not the exact same thing. Anyway, I'm going to make a case right now, and I know some people don't agree with this, that Hytale should be free. And that's simply because I think that Hytale has an immense potential to become one of the most popular games of the end of this decade going into the next decade. And I think that if they make the game free, it's going to open up the game's audience to a lot more people. Like, for example, Fortnite is a great example of how a free game can completely blow up over the internet. Fortnite is so mainstream now because anyone can play it. But I do think that Hytale also needs to take into account the player base and the fact that a lot of people have already invested in this game. What I mean by that is that I think that Hytale could probably make a lot of money just by charging a slight amount for the game, right? I wouldn't say like $10. I think that's a bit too much. But if they charge like $5 for the game, that's like almost anyone can afford that, and they would make way more money than if they charged $10 or $20. And I would personally be way more willing to play the game if it was cheaper, right? Just because I don't really like spending money on video games, and I know a lot of people watching don't have money to spend on video games. They don't have jobs, they're young, or they're in, some financial problems or whatnot. They want to save their money. I don't know. It can just be anything, right? And that's why I think that if they're going to make it cost money, it should be cheaper. But optimally, it should be free. Just because I think that, if they're not making all of their money off of the purchasing of the game, they're going to do microtransactions anyway. Now, I've seen the argument that microtransactions make the game worse. I seriously don't understand this. I mean, yeah, maybe they're annoying if you see them, but I don't understand how they make the game that much worse. I don't really see that argument. But overall, I think the game should be free, and that's just to attract the largest audience in the shortest amount of time. Or maybe they'll do a beta, and then you have to pay for the beta, and then after the full release happens, it will become free. That would be much better. I think that would actually be a good path for them to take, because the audience, which has already been, or is already invested in the game and has already seen the trailer and is already hyped for the game, is going to pay for it. And then when it becomes free, when it releases, it will become, more mainstream. But overall, I just think it should be free. A problem with that, though, is that, by making it free, you are kind of making it so hackers and people who want to bypass the anti-cheat will have easy access to the game, which I see as an argument, but not really. I think that if you have a good enough anti-cheat and a good enough anti-cheat team behind the game, you're going to prevent cheaters for the most part anyway. So it doesn't even matter that, the game is free. In addition to that, Hypixel now has complete control over the game in terms of its copyright, which means that if a cheater uploads a video of them cheating on Hytale, Hypixel could easily strike down their channel or give them a copyright strike, because, that's just not allowed, right? And also for people selling accounts, they can do the exact same thing, shut down alt shops and stuff of that sort. Basically, it's like Minecraft, but if it's like Minecraft if Mojang actually cared. That's a good way to put it. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that Hytale should be free, or do you think it should cost money? There are my thoughts. I think it should be free, at least in the full release, just to, try to grow the player base as much as possible. I want this to be a huge game, but, some people have other opinions. Anyway, without further ado, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.